Hello, friends. I'm currently self-isolating. The second time I've had to self-isolate in only a matter of months, but that's what you get. You see, if you go from school to school, that's the way it is. Hopefully, with this vaccine coming out today, things will start to change. But the good news is, I haven't gone completely bonkers yet. I mean, you're losing the plot if you start holding online Zoom meetings. I don't know, with stuffed animals, but I'm quite. Okay. Yeah. All right. No, don't worry about that. There's a reason I'm currently doing a Zoom meeting, which I'm showing you live with R2D2 and Paddington Bear. I will come to that in a minute. It's to do with online lessons. But first of all, can I just say a big thank you to a lot of my friends and family and ex-students who have been writing back to me because I realised I'd forgotten something. I'm 42 now, and I'd forgotten something I used to use called a pen and a piece of paper. And some of you might remember it. And if you're my age, as so many of us have, we've joined the digital age and we've forgotten about the tangible things, which actually are really important. And I've started writing to people. And it's been so lovely. You know what? To sit down and not be distracted by lots of other things going on and just write to your friends and your family about what you've been doing and about the little things that they've done for you and what makes you love them so much. And I've received so many replies. It's been fantastic to receive letters through the post and have that kind of excitement of seeing a letter addressed to you from your dear friends and family. There's nothing like it. That is a bigger dopamine hit, trust me, than a red dot notification on your phone or on your iPad or on a computer device. There's nothing like that. So I would advise doing it. I know it's Christmas time at the moment and we're sending cards, but even when we get into the new year, write to people because it's just a lovely thing to do and to take that time and care. And people have taken time and care to write back and say how they're getting on. And I'm going to write back again to them and we'll get that pen pal thing going on. Also on that, what I've really loved is I've deleted Facebook and Twitter and Instagram off my phone, and that has been a godsend. My screen time has diminished. I'm not taking the phone to bed. So that's a good thing as well, because it's not the first thing I see in the morning or the last thing I see at night. And, I suppose what I'm trying to do is teach my kids that that's a good thing to do. And we need to teach the younger generation, but also ourselves. I think the people who have the healthiest relationship with digital media are the older generation. I don't think there's any doubt, because they use it when they need it. They don't use it constantly when they're not needing it. Anyway, rant over. And I'm currently online, so, that's a contradiction, isn't it? But the reason I'm showing you this is in January, I'd like to start doing some online some online lessons. Because I've always had private tuition, I've always done private tuition. And I suppose I've been a bit scared about doing it online, but actually my computer's set up to do that now. And the good thing is, what you can do, and if there's anyone you know who would be interested in online piano lessons, whether it's child or grandchild or adult as well, we can do online live lessons now, which is fantastic. So I could have a group of students online, and currently I've got two. There's R2D2 and Paddington waiting patiently. They're quite quiet, aren't they? They're waiting for their lesson, and we could actually use this fantastic resource online, which is called Piano Marvel. And I'm going to share the screen now so you can see it. Here it is. And Piano Marvel is a brilliant online resource where you have all sorts of pieces, you have all sorts of scales, you have methods, you have techniques that can teach the children as they go. And what would happen is, I might show them, first of all, how to play a certain piece of music. Now, you can prepare it, so I could play one note at a time and see if it turns green or if it turns red if I go wrong. I can prepare it like that. And when I've finished preparing, I press stop. And then you can assess it, so you can play it properly with some backing music. And obviously, that's really, really useful for seeing how the kids are responding. If I stop share quickly, also I've set up another camera, very groovy. I've used Kel's iPad because she's at work and she doesn't know. And it's above me. You can see my bald patch. Oh my God, I'm getting so old. Man's going to have a breakdown live on Zoom. So you can see my piano. There it is. There's my hand. And what I can do is, if I go back to share screen, let's see if I can share the screen again. Yeah, and you can see my little hand. There is a way of actually sharing that, so it's split screen. Which would obviously be easier. So you'd be able to see a much bigger version of me playing the piano. And what you'd see is you'd see half the screen of the web page with the notes being played and half the screen of the piano being played. So that's quite a clever way of doing it. Let's just see. So
1,
you could
2, 3, set, go.
Nice. Awesome. So what would happen then? This is brilliant, isn't it? Because it plays it live, and because I've got a MIDI keyboard, and trust me, MIDI keyboards are not massively expensive. You can get MIDI keyboards for fairly good price nowadays. You link it up to Piano Marvel, and as you can see, it does it perfectly. There's a lot of online piano apps you can get that don't do that as well. This does it brilliantly, and you can see all of my notes have turned green because I got them correct. And obviously what would happen if a child gets, I think it's about 80% plus, they get that nice gold sticker. There is a trophy cabinet as well, so if they continue to do well, you can build more trophies on that cabinet. If their dots go red and they get quite a lot wrong, it's fine, because what you can then, obviously that's the whole point, is you then assess it and make sure that you keep practicing it on prepare mode so you can do it in your own time. And it's just a brilliant resource. So I'm going to stop sharing that. What I would do is, obviously, I would play them that so they can see how to play it. I would do it slowly and go through it. And then, this is the brilliant thing with online learning, they can be sent to their breakout rooms. I would click breakout room, R2-D2 and Paddington would go off to their own room, so only they can hear themselves. But the good thing is, as a teacher, I can go into that breakout room and watch what they're doing and just talk to them about it and show them anything they're not too sure of, so how the fingering should be, and any notes they're not sure of. So it's a really good way. You can have a group of children but still have that individual tuition. So I'd go into each breakout room, check every student, I keep saying child, student, could be an adult, is okay. And then afterwards we come back out of the breakout room and we kind of talk about what we've done, and people can show what they've done. Also, what would be quite exciting, because I'm quite competitive and I like sport, we could make a bit of a Premier League of piano. So actually they could play a live performance against an opponent and obviously see who does well each week, and there could be a league set up. Now obviously that would only be if children wanted that way of learning. Some children wouldn't, but some children like that competitive edge, like my Mia would. So that would make them thrive. Anyway, there's a little example of how we could do an online piano lesson. And if you would like to do lessons yourself, or if you know someone who would like lessons, I'll put the email in the Facebook post that I'm putting on. And obviously feel free to email me and let me know if anyone would be interested. I'm going to leave it there. I'm nearly out of self-isolation. I leave this house on Thursday and I'll probably come running out like a maniac. You'll hear me across Coventry going, yay! And then I pray that last week of teaching, I don't have to self-isolate again, because I would cry. Take care, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.